Hello? It's so quiet in here.
Don't use plain petroleum jelly.
Oh, fuck.
My lips are really dry and cracked. Use Blistex ointment. I've found it's better. Isn't Blistex for cold sores? Blistex also helps heal dry, cracked lips. Blistex has 3 forms of
Okay, hold on.
medication. Hey, petroleum
Should I
jelly
do my
doesn't.
joke again
Petroleum
for the
jelly
next
coats, but Blistex penetrates for faster relief of dryness and stimulates healing. Only Blistex has this lip tip. Penetrates, medicates, new lip tip. Blistex is better.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh boy, a magic hole! Wonder what's in here?
I wish someone would fist my magic hole.
Right, hamburger, fries,
I
and
did
soft drink. All
Yay!
Well, what do you know? It's the whole gang.
I'm a Ghostbuster.
When you buy a McDonald's Happy Meal featuring real Ghostbusters, you can catch one of these Ghostbuster school supplies.
They're all beautiful.
And they all let you be a Ghostbuster.
Oh,
real
that's so
Ghostbuster
spooky.
school supplies, only at McDonald's.
Get ready to
I'm so
match
scared.
The star.
I'm
Red Summers.
I'm so sorry for what just happened between us, everyone. I'm so glad some of you stayed, but I'm really sad a lot of people left.
And Betty White. As we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 73.
I miss them. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Match Game 73.
I said I wanted the stream to be over, then it was over, then I missed it. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Hello there. How'd you do?
How do you do?
How'd you do?
I'm fine. How do you?
I see you had a camel yesterday, and today you have bird on your...
I'm Navy today.
You're Navy today.
Yes.
All
Go
right.
along with the chaplain.
Oh, well, splendid, my dear, splendid. Listen, would you do something for... Oh, it's too late.
What?
Well, I see you holding up these little cards, and if you just hold them up quickly, I'd like to get in on the fun there. Did you throw them away?
I wrote, that's what I call a real naval base when I look
I
at
see.
it.
Is that what you... All right, that's enough. Okay. Let's say hello to our players, Joanne Breen and Chaplain Tom Schultz. Thank you.
I'm so glad we're back home on the
Tom
match
Schultz is our
game.
current champ. He's won one game. He's got $600 to his
I'm so happy
credit.
to
And
be
we
here.
had started this game yesterday, hadn't we? And we had finished your end of round 1, and you didn't score. And now we're going to go to your end of round 1. But first, we have this message. Take it away. Yeah. Here we go. Let's carry on with match game 73 and finish the second half of round 1. Chaplain, this is for you. Everybody plays.
Okay.
Rin Tin Tin is so rich.
How rich was
He has his
he?
own blink in his dressing room. Rin Tin Tin. You young people, you remember who Rin Tin Tin was?
I remember Rin Tin Tin.
Well, I don't know if it was a friend of Lassie's, but he was a famous one.
His
Rin Tin Tin is so rich he has his own blank in his dressing room. You remember Rin Tin Tin? Good.
Of course they remember Rin
No,
Tin Tin.
I
And
don't.
anybody who says they don't lie.
Ready here? Ready up there?
Yes, ready. All right.
Okay, put it in the slot, Pat.
Right,
We'll,
right in the
that'll
slot.
signify you're ready.
Right.
Now, Chaplain, how do you respond to this? You remember Rin Tin Tin. So rich he had his own blank, and he has his own blank in his dressing room.
Bathroom?
Had his own bathroom in his dressing room.
That's more than we have.
That man is so
Here,
sweet.
bathroom is what he said.
Why is he so nice?
Oh, yes,
So, Pat, may we see your response?
Yes, I didn't quite agree with him. I said he had his own bone.
An own bone. Okay, no match there. Let's see if Brett
I love
matches.
I'm
boats.
deeply surprised at the chaplain.
Why?
Never mind. He had his own side of beef.
Side of beef. Oh, well, that is rich indeed. Charles.
Well, I think the psychiatrists and the Board of Judges will have to get together on this answer because I think it probably could be a match. He had his own hydrant.
Hydrant. What are you going to do with that? Yes or no? No, they say no. I just looked over at the judge and he gave me the buzz.
Anybody got a bone I could borrow?
Hold on.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, Mike, I barely kept up my sanity. I'm a little loopy, to be quite honest.
So Richie has his own blank in his dressing room. Rin Tin Tin.
Pat said yesterday that he lost every third case, but I just wanted him to know that he scored with me because I said dog bone too.
Dog bone. Right. That's what you said.
Say dog bone.
Chaplain is looking for bathroom. What do you say, Richard?
Everything got destroyed.
I say,
We
why don't
watched
we
the
get out of here
movie,
and go to a
and
bar?
then I was very upset,
He was
and
so
everything
wealthy, he had his
ended.
own
And it was
tree
really
in his
scary
backyard.
for like a long time.
Be a chaplain, but we can't
And now
match
we're
that.
back, and I don't know how to feel.
And I think that I shall never.
There it is. Another tree, another bathroom, but no match there. Let's go to round 2 and see what happens. Joanne, would you make a selection?
A, please.
Joanne wants A, everybody will play.
Okay.
Jill said to Jim, if you're not drunk, how come you're sleeping in the blank?
Oh, look at this guy's
Jill
bits.
said to Jim,
Tub
you're
full
not
of vodka.
how come you're sleeping in the blank?
Thank you. Don't be nice.
Does Jack know about that?
Jack and Jill, yes.
Should be, yeah.
You're not drunk.
Be
How
rude
come
to
you-
Jill
me.
said to Jim, if you're not drunk, how come you're sleeping in the blank?
Okay.
All right, go.
Jill said to Jack.
No, this is...
Nobody asked you, Pat.
We write the questions, Pat. You write the answers. All right. Now, let's call on Joanne Breen and see how she responds to this. If you're not drunk, how come you're sleeping in the...
Nude?
In the nude.
What?
Okay.
People do that stone cold sober every night.
Well, he's going to be sleeping in some odd places, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to start out with the fireplace.
Fireplace. That's not a bad answer at all.
Guy's got to be awfully drunk to sleep in a fireplace.
That's
my
right.
bio.
Okay, Brett.
How do you know?
Well, I slept in a fireplace a couple of nights.
Well, I slept in the nude last night, and I was sober as a judge, unfortunately, because I woke up with a stiff neck. Front
Oh,
yard.
look at this guy's
Front
bits.
That's where Jack Klugman always sleeps,
What do you
drunk
think,
or sober.
Thank you.
say,
Thank you for
Charles?
being
I
mean to me.
said a bathtub.
Bathtub. You know, it's a good answer.
I'm always the
Joanne.
popular favorite.
Yes, you are. Joanne, we're ready for you. Are you ready for us?
I don't believe so.
All right, let's show it anyway.
Well, I always see this in movies.
Yes.
When they're drunk, they always are asleep in the car.
In the car. Okay, that's a pretty good answer.
I thought so.
Didn't score, though. There. All right, looking for the nude. We're looking for a nude here.
I've been looking for a nude for... I'll tell you what, first one to find one. Well, no.
I'll
Said,
show you,
why are you
Richard.
sleeping in the closet?
Closet.
And he said, everybody's got to be someplace.
I remember that. Betty, what do you say?
My mother always told me to play hard but play clean in the bathtub.
Bathtub. That seems to have been the answer, the bathtub. So we had no match there. Now, Chaplain, you're in a good spot here. One match, you win the game, and it's all over. Let's see if it happens. Are you ready?
We are ready, sir.
Look at me, I'm ready.
One turtle said to the other, you know, for a turtle, you're really very blank.
Hard. No.
Got a dirty old man laughing out there. One turtle said to the other, you know, for a turtle, you're really very blank.
Fast. Oh,
1, 2,
that's
3,
right.
ready here.
Fast is a good one.
Pat, Brett, and Charles, we're
Oh,
waiting.
no, that's wrong. You see,
Wrong?
because it's a turtle speaking to a turtle. What is
Right, two turtles are talking.
Turtles.
For
What's
a
that?
turtle, your lips are moving again. And you're not writing.
No, I'm writing.
All right, let's get a response from Chaplain Tom Schultz. Think carefully what answer you think might match at least one celebrity and win another game for you. One turtle said to the other, you know, for a turtle, you're really very
Fast.
Those bits are quite
You like that?
Wow.
I think you're going to win with that, Chaplin. Let's see if he wins with that.
Not
Fast.
with me. I took a long shot on the material that the shells are made out of.
Oh.
And I said, horny.
A very horny, hard turtle.
You can't say that
Okay, Brett, may we see your answer?
on... But I'm sure glad he did.
May we see yours,
Do I have to
please?
say after the show?
I said,
Fast is his answer.
well, I didn't say anything worthwhile.
Well, we
I
got to see
said
it.
cute.
Oh, there's yeah, one turtle could think another turtle is cute.
No longer the popular favorite. I also put cute.
Cute, yeah. For a turtle, you're very cute. All right, Joanne.
I wasn't
Fame
ever
comes
the
and goes.
favorite. I couldn't think of anything, and I just was rather insipid. I put pretty.
Pretty.
Whatever turns you on, Joe.
One match will win the game, Chaplin. Let's see if it comes up here with Richard Dawson.
Well, obviously,
Those
I
bits
will
were
now become the
quite
popular
good.
favorite. Fast.
Fast wins the game, and she's got Fast.
God, I love Richard.
Down, please. Ho, ho, ho! All right, there's another $100 for you, Chaplin. And we've got to say goodbye to Joanne Breen. She'll take her $600 and go. And accept our thanks for being on Match Game 73. Joanne Breen. And we'll come back for the big super match with Chaplain Tom Schultz right after this. Chaplain Tom Schultz has been here before. You know how this goes?
Yes, sir.
Well, then let's get right to it. We polled a recent studio audience. We got their best response to this. Cotton blank. The answer given most often by
Candy.
that audience, as you know, is worth
I got a sweet
$500
tooth.
if you can match it. Second most frequent response, $250, and the third, $100. Now, Chaplain, which three celebrities would you like to get a little assist from here?
Betty, please.
Betty White.
Oh, boy.
Cotton
candy.
Cotton candy, she said.
I love you, Betty.
One more.
Charles.
Charles.
Cottontail.
Cottontail. All right, you got one more celebrity.
Richard, please.
Richard.
I think he just went out. Cotton reel.
Cotton what?
Yeah, that's what you put your thread on. Now, don't get hostile, folks. I'm English. I just give you the best answer.
I don't think you're no longer the popular favorite.
Cotton reel.
You're going to stick with that answer. That's
Sure.
it, Dave. Cotton reel.
I will
Okay.
not say gin to a...
You've got cotton candy, cottontail, and cotton reel. A real winner of an answer there.
Now, in England, you'd win with that, believe me.
I see. All right.
There now.
Well, you're in
20 minutes.
Germany now. So
Quiet there.
I'm sorry.
Now, you may choose one of you may choose one of those or give us one of your own, Chaplain.
I like
What would you
Jean's
like to
suit
do?
today.
Did Betty say cotton candy?
Betty said cotton
Notice
candy.
I'll go
how
with
they are
Betty.
so open.
You go with Betty.
Yes, sir.
All right, cotton candy is
They
you
are
think
so
the answer's
obvious
up
with
there.
their relationship.
Hi, thank you for being here. If you love VHS tapes, welcome. We watch a lot of crap. It's always a good time. We're having the best time today. It's really fun today, right,
Let's
guys?
find out if it's under the $100 response. Cotton gin.
Wouldn't take much.
A very good answer, now that I see it up there
thank
in
you. We're
bold
happy with it.
print. All right, looking for cotton candy. Here is the $250 response. Cotton candy it is. So you were right, Betty.
Look at
Very
this.
well done.
I wish I had $250 worth of cotton candy.
Charles.
No, you know what's unbelievable? Before the show, she learned 2 new prayers. I mean, that's... You think you'll like this prayer?
All right.
Shocking.
Now, before we go on, Tom, let's find out what's under the
I can tell you what
$500
it is.
response.
It's cotton reel.
Cotton ball.
Aren't you glad I said cotton reel? I thought you would.
Okay. Now, you've got
I like seeing
$250.
balls in that font.
You are going to play for
Cotton.
10 times.
All those laughing, get out.
You heard him, everybody. Get out.
$500.
Forgive him, Father. He has sinned.
Now, it's going to have to be an exact match here. And the
Yeah, hello there,
Betty
Lincoln.
White, I want the
And it'll
lights
have
out.
to be a head-to-head match with one celebrity to collect that amount of money. Which one will it be?
Betty White.
Is it obvious?
Okay.
Well, that's great.
That's what I have to tell the world.
Okay.
This
Betty,
is shocking.
You get ready to write, if you would, please.
Remember Ezekiel 3:7.
Okay, here it is now for $2,500. Yankee blank. Yankee blank. Y-A-N-K-E-E blank. All right, she very quickly came up with an answer to that, Tom. Now you give us your response. How do you fill in the blank? Yankee
Doodle.
Yankee Doodle.
Doodle.
Well, you've got the audience on your side. Now, Betty, for $2,500.
Oh, you're
may we
supposed
see
to guess
your answer,
before. Okay,
please.
sorry.
Yankee Doodle.
Congratulations. Very good. Okay. You got friends or relatives out there?
The white's the blue, sun and the...
Right down here in the middle here.
Right there.
Oh, yeah, those are the two right there. Got two sons or three sons?
Well, I've got three, but the one in the blue is just me.
I see. All right. Well, we're very happy for you, and your family is very happy, and we'll carry on with another game here, Tom, right after we carry on with these messages. Listen, I made one of my rare mistakes a little while ago, and I didn't correct it. Once in a while, you know, no one's perfect, and I'm certainly not perfect. I said a lady won $600, and she didn't win anything. We do have a lovely gift for her, and
Well, fuck her.
sorry I made that mistake and got her hopes up, but we have a gift for her.
So it'll save her a mugging in the parking lot.
That's right. Now let's
She gets a
welcome
grill and
new
some pantyhose.
challenger. Here
What
is
more
Sonny
could a girl
Coleman.
want?
Hi, Sonny.
Very nervous.
Are you nervous? All right, hold my hand if you're nervous while you tell us a little bit about yourself. That'll calm you down.
Well, I work for an accounting firm, and in my spare time, I do year-round volunteer work for the Watts Summer Festival, and I play tennis.
How's your tennis game? Good?
Pretty good.
You
Not
play a
bad.
lot? It's very good for you, you know. You can play all your life.
I know. Keep in shape that way.
That's right. I like your shape. Good shape. All right. Both of you are ready. You know that you and Tom Schultz will be answering questions, trying to match our 6 celebrities. The one who has done that most often at the end of the second round will be the winner. Gets $100 for that, and then has a chance to go on to the super match where you can win $5,000. Here we go. Round 1 coming up. Sonny, please make a selection.
It really doesn't matter. A, I guess.
A. All right. We ask you to do the selecting because some contestants find some questions harder than others. Did you hear about the new presidential cuckoo clock?
Mm-hmm. Watch it.
I'm glad you're asking me about it, because you haven't heard about it yet.
No, we haven't.
Every hour on the hour,
Thanks
a little
for the
president
bits.
comes out and blanks.
Comes. Well,
The question is, Sonny,
this
did
was
you hear
way
about the new
before
presidential cuckoo
Clinton,
clock?
so
Every hour on the
that
hour,
wouldn't
a little
work.
president comes out and blanks.
Lies! You guys are so smart.
This is giving you some difficulty, is it? Brett, you're the first
Look
one
at me,
finished.
I'm the first one ready. It's the first time in the history of this game.
No.
I probably will never win.
Okay, this tier is ready.
Oh, wait a minute.
You change your mind? You were the
Yes.
first one finished.
Oh, I wait. It'll only take me a minute.
All right, now they're all ready. So, Sonny, would you give us your response to this? Did you hear about the new presidential cuckoo clock? Every hour on the hour, a little president comes out and
Listens.
listens. That's your answer, Sonny.
That's
Okay, she
that's
said
an
listens,
answer.
folks.
Yeah.
All right, Pat, may we see your answer?
I
Hers
wish
is
it was
listen.
true. Comes out every hour, once on the hour, and says,
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Okay, Brett, what does he
He's
say?
usually wrong. As usual, he is wrong. He's wrong. He does not. He comes out and he says, not me, not me, not me.
Not me. What do I know?
This one comes out and using it as a verb, Watergates.
He Watergates. I see. Every hour on the hour, the president
Every
comes
hour.
out and Watergates. Whatever that means. Joanne?
I said he comes out every hour and lies, lies,
And
lies.
lies. And lies.
There you go, chat. Joanne gave it to
Richard, what did
you.
you say on that one?
You get
Said
1
he
point.
comes out on the hour and tapes your conversation.
Takes your conversation. Okay, the answer she's looking for is listens. An unlikely possibility, but let's see if it matches Betty White.
I say he comes out every hour and cries.
And he cries. Okay, now let's go to the other half of the round. Tom, we've got this for you and for all of you. When Bruce joined the nudist colony, he was so shy that he carried a blank in front of him all the time.
I know Bruce.
You do?
Yes, I know Bruce, too.
When Bruce joined the nudist colony, he was so shy that he carried a blank in front of him all the time. Are you thinking about that?
Yes, sir.
You know anything about nudist colonies?
No, sir, I don't.
I wouldn't expect for you to know anything about
Monster energy.
Are you ready?
I'm giving you a point.
Listen carefully
You deserve
now to
it.
Tom Schultz answer here and see how he responds. He was so shy that he carried a blank in front of him all the time. This is Bruce, you know.
Yes, a towel.
Towel. Yes. Not a bad answer, right? We'll see how it scores here. Pat?
I know Bruce, and he has very good reason to be shy. No, he carried an arrow.
An arrow?
An arrow?
As soon as this show is over, I want that answer explained.
After the show. After the show. Later.
Okay.
Brett?
All right. Bruce just was not good. It wasn't obvious that he didn't carry a towel at all.
What did he carry?
He carried a simple magazine.
Oh, magazine. Okay.
I'm surprised, but he really carried a chaplain's edition of the Bible.
A Bible. Okay. What do you say, Joanne?
I've never been to a nudist colony, so I didn't know what they carried around. So I put...
A book.
A book.
Carried a book.
Okay.
Still looking for that towel, Chaplain. I think you gave a pretty logical answer. What do you say?
Well, I was going to say a magazine, then I thought if the magazine turned out to be Look, I'd be so embarrassed.
A briefcase.
A photograph,
Yeah,
please.
okay. All right, Betty, towel is the answer.
You mustn't ever think about your answers too long because I said newspaper and it could be the free press.
Right. Okay. So, no score there at all. And now, we're ready for round two, but first we have to pass along this message, and then we come right back.
A
So we
word
do
from
that
our
now.
sponsors. Just
Hello
kidding.
there.
aren't any.
Time to go.
We're not
So I
sponsored.
gotta say
on this
goodbye.
stream.
We finished round one, no score, so you'll both be starting even next
What do I
time
gotta
in
do to get a
round two.
sponsor, huh?
How do you feel now, Sonny?
Well, I feel more relaxed, but I
Good.
still feel nervous.
Just cool. You'll be all right. All right, look forward to seeing
That's
both of
right.
you tomorrow.
Tentacle grape
Anything I can do for
soda.
anyone
If
here?
you
Does
like
anybody
grapes
have
Kiss
anything?
me.
and you like sugary drinks and you're very cute, you'll buy some.
Okay, goodbye, dear girl.
I don't want to be kissed.
No, okay.
Speaking of romance, did you hear what Betty said to Brett coming down the stairs before the show?
No, what?
It's only our second day together, but the chaplain has already cured me of the fear of the sea.
Yes, it is. I think that's a marvelous closing note. And we'll look forward to seeing all of you next time. Gene Rayburn.
So look at that. Everyone in the neighborhood likes tentacles.
Today's consolation prizes are Charm Glow-At, the completely portable gas grill that goes anywhere, instant flame without starter fluids or charcoal, Charm Glow products, Antioch, Illinois. And Miro electric housewares, including the Cup-O-Minute percolator and the Miromatic Manhattan speed cooker, the monitor
Oh shit. I want that. Look how cute everything is.
From the chapstick people, Chap-Hands Lotion, the rich non-greasy lotion for problem skin, and Chap-Hands Cream for rough, dry hands.
But for real, buy the soda. Like, just do it. Everyone likes soda. Don't be one of those people, I don't drink soda anymore. Yes, you do. Everybody does. Just go buy it. It's good. Grape is a great flavor.
As a child learning to walk, you expect to slip and fall once in a while, but when you're a grown-up and you slip and fall, it might be someone else's fault. And you
Well,
could
he's
make them
okay.
pay for your doctor bills, hospital bills, lost paychecks, even pain and suffering. If you slip, fall, and get hurt, call me. I'm attorney Larry Korn, and I can help.
If you think someone else should pay, call
I love
352-1000.
corn. We
Consultations
talked
are
about this
free.
last week.
352-1000. Out of town, toll free.
If you slip, fall, and get hurt, call me. I'm attorney Larry Korn, and I'll do my best for you.
That child is not hurt.
Chicago. A man is about to get on a plane. Suddenly, he changes his mind. An hour later, the plane crashes. It's dismissed as chance. Northern Texas. A UFO is reported by a dozen people. Although there were no storms, it's dismissed as lightning. Time Life Books announces Mysteries of the Unknown, an important news series that goes deeper into the world of mysterious and unexplained phenomena than ever before. It uncovers the secrets and tells you everything that can be known.
A lot of these aren't unexplained, but okay.
A visitor shapes a wire antenna in an ancient symbol and points it at the stone. A surge of power knocks him unconscious.
Did he get
Was it all in his
electrocuted?
mind, or much more than that? Experience Mysteries of the Unknown for 10 days free. Then decide if you want to dismiss it.
Call 1-800-242-3600 to examine Mystic Places for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $12.99 plus $2.98 shipping and handling. Other books will follow, one about every other month. Cancel anytime. So call 1-800-242-3600.
It's a book? I gotta read? Fuck that. Whoa! Stop! You can't do that! God, I'm so lonely. I brush my teeth all the time. No one kisses me back. I mean, to be fair, I don't leave my house, really, so... Anybody horny for toothpaste?
In paste, tartar control, and gel.
Yay! Subscribed!
Thank you for your $2.
Well, this being the first Thursday of the month, we have Mary Berry, and believe me, it wasn't planned this way, but as if to
Mary
mark the
Berry.
accession of Queen Beatrix to the throne in Holland, Mary is going to show us how to make some very tasty Dutch pastries. So lick your lips, get your pencils ready, and join Mary Berry.
All right, everybody, lick your
I'm always
lips.
fascinated by foods of other countries, and one country that particularly appeals to me is Holland, because I worked there for some time and I've got relations there, so I know a little bit about it. One of the things I like best of Holland are their biscuits, and my favourite certainly is botermoppen, and that's what I'm going to make for you today. Botermoppen are biscuits that are rolled in granulated sugar, and they're beautifully short. And from the same mixture, you can make
God.
Jan Hafel,
They
which are
look
flavoured with cinnamon
so
and
bland,
smoked almonds on top.
which I guess is
And then
perfect for an old British
boterletter
lady.
Is made of
But like,
puff pastry filled with almond paste, and it's shaped in the letter M, which is M for
Almond
moeder,
paste?
which literally translated means mother. Now, how are the meals different in Holland from here in England? Well, they don't start the day with bacon and eggs for a start. They have thinly sliced cheese on bread, and you eat it with a knife and fork. And they slice the cheese with one of these slicers. It's a wire that goes across
everything
the
is
cheese
so,
and cuts it very
like,
thinly.
beige looking.
And then they would perhaps have, the children would have milk, and they'd drink coffee.
How do you
with that
tell
milk.
any of the things
Then
apart?
The next meal is
Mary
lunch.
Berry, Miss Berry.
If the children are going to school or the men to work, they take a lunch box. But if they're all at home, they have a meal called coffee tafel, literally coffee table. And it is a spread starting with cheese, thinly sliced cheese, the Edam and Gouda and Kernham perhaps. And then that is put on top of the breads. And the breads are a pumpernickel rye bread, that's a dark bread, white and brown. And then also served are meats. This is pork sausage ring, which is delicious, and it's cut rather thicker.
You know when you get like
the wafer-thin slices of meat,
bag of Chex
something
Mix,
like
and they have those little
salami
pumpernickel
and
things in
ham and
there.
liver sausage.
Whoever
These
eats
Dutch
those,
meats are very, very good.
why?
And then
Like, why are you
that
doing
would be
that?
Followed by perhaps a boiled
Why would you
egg.
do that to
And
yourself?
Then after that, fruit, lots of fresh fruit. And then the next meal of the day is the real family meal. After all, they haven't done any cooking yet, have they? That's a hot meal.
Yeah, whatever the hell they are,
6:30,
right?
and that
I don't
could
know,
be
they're disgusting.
meatballs, in a sauce.
They're terrible.
And then that would
They're
be
awful.
followed by something like flour. And flour is a lovely custard which you buy in bottles from the milkman, in fact. And then, last of all, you'd have a lovely cup of coffee. But having had the coffee, you really wouldn't have anything else before you go to bed. It's a big meal. So now it's time I did some cooking, and I'll start with those botermoppen.
We're gonna watch her make these. All right, everybody, write the recipe
First
down.
of all, put 6 ounces of unsalted butter in the bowl and cream it. I'm popping that underneath a wet cloth so it doesn't slip about. Cream the unsalted butter and then add the grated rind of half a lemon and the caster sugar. 4 ounces of caster sugar. Cream that well together. This is really like making shortbread to start with. Work it well. This is nice and soft. In fact,
Shortbread is like the
unsalted butter
worst
is
cookie,
softer
too.
than the hard salted butter, and it has a lovely flavour. Cream it well. Then work in the flour, and I've got 8 ounces of plain flour. And you don't beat it too vigorously.
I'm gonna
to
let
begin
this
with, 'cause
play
I'll get
out like
covered
a
in the flour.
ASMR
So just
stream for a
work it
bit.
round, and my children always say it's chopping it, but just work it in. Now in Holland they have these lovely biscuits, but they also have some wonderful cream cakes, but they rarely make them at home. You can buy good cream cakes, and they would have them perhaps in the evening if they had guests in after their 6:30 meal. Now work it well, pressing it down on the bowl, and if you move the bowl round a bit, it then helps to get it in. Press down hard, and then the last bit I'm going to use my hands. I'm using one of those fat spatulas because it means you can scrape it on the side of the bowl better. There we are, it's nice and soft. Now I'm going to take to my hand and work it in, pressing it together. No liquid in this recipe. Down and round. It's holding well together now, and it's going to take a few moments to gather together. Press it up against the side. There we are. Now that's very, very soft, so I'm going to scrape it off my hands, lift it out onto the table, rub it off, and then work it together. Now, you want to shape that up and knead it together, and then divide it in half and roll each into a sausage shape. Now, it's a very warm kitchen this afternoon, so I would chill that just before I rolled it into a sausage, which I've done here.
Should have put this on at the end of the stream.
And then
I could
take
fall
a little bit
asleep
of
right now.
granulated sugar.
Mary
and roll
Berry,
it in
tell me all
granulated
your
sugar,
recipes,
and
please.
then chill the 2 sausage shapes, and then when you've chilled it, it's easier to cut the biscuits off. So take the biscuits with a sharp knife, cut little rings off. And you can see it's quite firm.
I'll never understand why they call them
And if
biscuits.
there are a few cracks in
Not
it, it doesn't matter one little bit. They
Everywhere
join
else,
together
they're just
on
like
baking, or
cookies,
you can
dude.
just press them
Yeah,
down.
these motherfuckers are
You see if there's a little
biscuits.
crack
24
there.
karat,
What are you, a
baby.
dog?
It'll be all right.
What are you doing?
We're not
Eating
worried
milk
about things
bones?
like that, are we? Maybe I didn't roll it too well to start with. Press them in, and then you'll need 3 baking sheets to do this. Keep them apart enough to spread just a little. Then you want to bake those at 325, that's gas number 3, for about 25 minutes until they're pale golden.
Where
like
is Zone
these
gone
here.
and who are you? I don't
Lovely
know.
and
Who the
short.
hell are you?
Then you,
You
can make
came into
yam
my
truffle
house.
from the very same
I live
mixture,
here.
and I've made
Okay.
it here, and I've pressed it all out. But you'll see it's a slightly browny colour because I put cinnamon in, a teaspoonful, instead of the lemon rind. Press it all out, then get a fork and prick it all over, like that. That just stops it.
It's
puffing up and
fucking
rising. And
Vampire
then brush over the
Wednesday.
top
I am a
with
guest
little beaten
host.
egg. Now, if you haven't got
Okay?
any, beaten egg, or you're not having scrambled egg to use up the rest of it, you could just brush it over with a little bit of milk. Because the reason for doing it is to make the almond.
And if you don't like
stick.
me, you can
Then a tiny
leave.
bit of granulated sugar, the coarse sugar, over the top.
You'll never see the robot ever again.
Then just a few flaked almonds, very few, over the top, and you bake that at the same temperature
I'm
for
the
a little
host.
longer.
I'm Jake
so
Seltzer.
that, as it's a slab, it'll take that much longer, about 10 or 15 minutes longer. And then when it comes out, cut it into about 16. And the biscuits, by the way, make 32. Let me now give you the recipe for the botermoppen. The recipe for the
there it
botermoppen
is. Thank you so much.
6 ounces of unsalted butter, and it should be soft.
You don't know who the robot is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa.
That with the butter.
Oh
Then
lordy.
add 4
Somebody
ounces
needs
of
to
caster
educate
sugar,
the people.
Again, creaming well together. Then working 8 ounces.
Listen, I've had a rough night. I'm not exactly the nicest at the moment. I apologize.
But work it until it holds together. Then
It's been a really
roll it
intense
into
night.
2 sausage shapes about 6 inches long, and roll those sausage shapes in 1 ounces of granulated sugar. Chill the rolls and cut off slices to form the biscuits, and bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit, gas number 3, for about 25 minutes until they're very
look at
pale
this guy's
brown at the
bits.
edges. And
Sorry
again,
to
it's
hear
a
that.
32 biscuit.
Have a
Thank you for the
$1
$1.
Then to the Jan Hachel, the same
The who?
basic recipe without
Some
the
get
lemon.
stuck in her throat.
And instead, add a teaspoonful of ground cinnamon to the mixture with the flour. Then you press it out into a tin
hold on,
about
wait.
7 by
We
11
got off on the wrong
inches.
foot.
Cook it all
Welcome,
over,
welcome.
brush it with egg
I'm
and
a
sugar
I'm
and
a
almonds on
vampire.
top.
I like to
Then
talk.
you bake it at 325.
But Zone is my
gas number
friend.
3,
I'm
that's the
here
same
to
temperature as
talk.
before.
Come with me to a place of wondrous contradictions, a place that is silent and unstirring, yet restless and alive, a place of untold peace
Come with me.
and boundless dread. Come with me into the very cradle of darkness,
Come with me.
where those who dwell alone. It's been 3 years since Gail Brand was murdered, a tragedy her husband Marty still cannot accept. Like so many who deny the death of a loved one, Marty has become a shell of his former self, unwilling to move on, to pick up the pieces of his shattered
Oh shit,
life.
we gotta resubscribe.
But as Marty
Thank
is
you for
about to
subscribing.
discover, those pieces are
Jonathan
even
Frank,
more shattered
Vampire,
than he
Ghost
imagined.
Story.
This has been 3 years. I mean, I get that you're sad, but like, clean up your apartment, bro.
I tried to talk to you yesterday after court, but with the press all over you. May I come in? So it's finally over. You must be relieved
Relieved.
that Bobby Jackson will be spending the rest of his life behind bars.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, Bobby Jackson.
I'm thrilled. Ecstatic. I mean, after all, the kid only killed my wife, right? I mean, she gets the life squeezed out of her, and he gets free meals, cable. Who knows, maybe we'll even write a bestseller about it.
I mean, fuck, dude. You go to jail if you're so fucking excited
Mr.
about
Brand,
it.
I know you've suffered a great loss. I tried
Jesus
to impress
Christ.
the jury during
Like
sentencing.
hell you did. You plea bargained away the gas chamber, which is the only thing the scumbag deserved.
May I remind you he was a juvenile during the time he was arrested and also happened to be mildly retarded?
I don't care if he was the Pope's nephew. He murdered the love of my life.
The fact remains he should never have been tried.
Guys,
as
this
an
show
adult.
came out in the 90s.
If it wasn't for your letters to
Just
the governor
calm
and your
down,
relentless
okay?
tactics to drum up support, he'd probably be in a hospital where he belongs instead of a maximum security prison.
A hospital? So the punk could get out in a few years just to whack someone else's wife?
Maybe the real reason you're so angry is with the case finally over, there's nothing left for you to fight for.
Is that why you came here, Miss Kern? To add insult to my suffering?
Actually, I came to drop this off. They're your wife's personal effects. Since Jackson waived his right to appeal as part of the plea bargain, we no longer need them for evidence.
You mean the things that Gail was wearing that night? The night that she was...
Of course, if you don't want them, I'd be glad to destroy them.
Well, you think that guy's gonna get rid of anything?
Oh, look at this guy's bits.
Look at his fucking...
Mildly,
Perhaps it would
so
help to
he's
talk to
smarter than
someone.
Twitch chat.
Look at
You
his
wanna help
apartment.
me? Give me back my wife.
We can't do that. She is dead. You can craft a doll out of her belongings now, though, if you so choose.
Remember when I gave you these? You said
What
you'd
is
never
that?
take them off.
Crack rock? Oh, it's earrings. My bad.
Gail. Gail. How am I supposed to forget you?
What's up with dudes rubbing their fucking face and sniffing things today? Like, what's going on? Any sniffers in the chat?
Her life wasn't the only one you ended when you killed her.
Does he have a dark room in his apartment? How much money does this guy make? It's not just a red bulb. He has like all the stations and like a sink in there and like... That's a fucking dark room.
Gail?
Gil, you gotta put out the thing. It's burning a lot. Gil, you set the house on fire. Wow, she's beautiful. Oh, my carpal tunnel.
I tell you, Ed, she was there.
Trial, the press. You've been under a lot of pressure lately. Bend your knees.
I don't blame you for not believing me. I hardly believe it myself. But when I saw her face, so alive, so beautiful.
Marty, it's been 3 years, for God's sake.
3 years of thinking about her every waking moment, dreaming that something like this would happen.
There's a name for that. It's called denial.
Ed, I know she's dead. I know only too well. But I also know that Gail must have come back for a reason.
You okay?
That scarf, the one she was strangled with, I was holding on to it when all this happened last night.
Marty, we've known each other since we were in grade school. You were the best man at my wedding. I was the best man at yours.
Well, then you know me well enough to know that I'm not crazy.
Listen to somebody who cares about you. Go home. Take all those clippings off the wall, all those photos in your darkroom, and throw them away once and for all.
No. You don't understand.
And that scarf, burn it. Burn it before it burns a hole in your heart.
Gail, it's me. Marty. I'm right here. No.
Can I help you?
No!
What do you want?
Gail, it's him.
I'm here to deliver your Chipotle. It's DoorDash. Oh God, stop touching the thing. It keeps burning your hands. How are you gonna play tennis tomorrow?
The slime bag must have seen her through the window. Knew she was alone.
Oh, he's not. See? He's sitting on the bench.
But according to the store clerk's testimony,
Like a
during the
fucking
trial,
loser.
Gail never ordered a delivery. So why wouldn't she just check through the peephole the way she always did with strangers?
Marty.
And there was something else was weird. She wasn't wearing that scarf.
What are you talking about?
The murder weapon. The one everyone figured she had on that night, but she didn't. So how did Bobby get it? He could have dragged her upstairs, pulled it out of the drawer or something, but why was she found dead in the kitchen?
Marty, stop it. Do you hear yourself?
Are you listening to me, Ed? I was right there, right when it happened.
Okay.
Well, you
Suppose you did have some kind of vision. Even if you did, why obsess about it? Still won't change what happened to Gail.
She was my whole life, Ed. And I can't put this behind me until I know.
Know what?
I have to go back to the scene of the crime.
Marty, as a favor to me, go and see that doctor I told you about.
I know you're only trying to help, Ed. You're the only one that stuck by me since I lost Gail.
Oh,
But even you don't know
Ed.
how deep this goes, what's driving me.
It's like,
It's not
bro,
denial, Ed.
this is too heavy for me. You need to talk to a therapist. You gotta pay me to
See, if I
listen
hadn't
to
been
it,
out
or
of
pay
town
somebody
that
else
night-
to listen.
Gail might still be alive today.
If he picks up that scarf one more time, he's an idiot. Alright, well, okay. Sure thing, dude.
Delivery?
Shut the door.
I'm sorry, there must be some mistake.
He's gonna kill you!
He's gonna kill you!
Excuse me. I said...
No.
Just a second. Can I see your delivery slip?
I'm good at acting too, as you can see.
Gail, no!
See here, it says 211. This is 214. The place that you're looking for is across the street.
Gail, no!
So stupid. Dude, you keep burning your hands.
Let me get this straight. For 3 years, you make my life miserable, demand that Jackson be executed for murdering your wife, and now you have the nerve to sit there and tell me he's innocent?
Look, the kid couldn't have killed her. I saw him leave, which means that it had to be someone else, someone who showed up later.
And you saw this all in your hallucination.
You have to release him and reopen the case.
How do I put this politely? Not a snowball's chance in hell.
Lady, don't you get it? There's a killer still out there.
Not as far as I'm concerned. Now, if you don't mind, I have serious cases to try.
Okay. If you won't listen to me, well, maybe the press will.
You wouldn't. Not the press, not the newspapers.
In a stunning turn of events, the man who publicly accused a delivery boy of murdering his wife now claims the youth is innocent. And now we'll turn to the weekend weather forecast with meteorologist Chris Anderson. Chris.
God, you scared me. What took you so long? Don't worry. Marty's out of town. It's just you and me, darling. Don't tell me you're still mad at me.
Marty's out of town.
I didn't mean it, Ed.
Ed?
You know I would never breathe a word to your wife.
Fucking Ed? Your best friend Ed?
Ed?
Oh, go punch him. Oh, go punch him.
Gail? No!
You're not following through. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Good. Marty?
You like my animations? I like your hair. Oh, you did.
What are you
did
doing?
punch
Get
him.
up, you low-life scum.
I was
Look,
just
whatever this is
joking.
about you sleeping with Gail, then murdering her in cold blood because you were afraid that she'd tell your wife.
You're crazy.
Oh, yeah? Then tell me to my face that you weren't sleeping with Gail. Tell me to my face that you didn't betray me. You were my best friend. I trusted you.
Damn.
All those business trips you take, what did you expect, Marty? You'd spend more time working than you do with her
I
even
would
on her
expect
birthday.
my friend not to fuck my wife, to be quite honest. I mean, that's fair.
No, it wasn't me, I swear. Okay, look, I did go there that night, but by the time I got there, she was already dead.
Nice try, Ed. But I saw you there when she was still alive. I heard her call you by name.
It's not true.
If you were so innocent, why didn't you go to the police and tell them that you were there that night?
Because I was scared. Wouldn't you be? I figured it was safer if I just kept my mouth shut.
So you just like blocked it all out? Pretended it didn't happen? Well, listen, people don't just block it out unless they have something to hide.
Okay, we questioned him.
And?
And you were right. There appear to be some inconsistencies concerning Mr. Folsey's whereabouts the night of the murder.
Just like I said.
However, considering the crime scene no longer exists, and since there isn't a scintilla of evidence tying him to the crime, I have no choice but to release him.
But I told you I saw him.
In a vision, Mr. Brand. Visions aren't admissible in court.
But he killed my wife.
Should be.
I'm sorry. There's nothing more I can do.
You know what I think? I think that there's a lot more that you can do. But you're scared sick of what would happen to your career if you admitted that you put away the wrong guy.
I think you'd better leave.
How can you let that Jackson kid rot in prison knowing that he's innocent? I'll tell you how. It's called denial.
I mean, that is
just
pretty
pretend the
fucked
bad
up.
stuff never happened and hopefully it'll just all go away.
Like I said, Mr. Brand, without hard evidence, my hands are tied.
You want hard evidence? I'll get you hard evidence.
I would like some hard evidence. Dude's a freak.
Don't worry. Marty's out of town. It's just you and me, darling. Don't tell me you're still
Just keeps
mad.
hurting himself.
Why, Gail, why?
I didn't mean it, Ed. You know I would never breathe a word to your wife.
Please.
Dude.
No. That's impossible. Gail!
No.
Leave her alone!
Oh, God.
Gail, you're in a kitchen. You have so many options.
Don't kill me. Marty.
Oh, shit.
I could not.
We all know that life is a journey paved with self-discovery. For Marty Brand, that journey has ended where it began 3 years ago.
Does he turn himself in?
Trapped in the madness of denial.
Does he turn himself in? No? Okay, alright, I guess the innocent guy stays in jail. The friend who witnessed the murder with no punishment. And the murderer just kind of laying on the floor for a little while. That's a good end, I gotta say.
I've seen hot tubs before, but this is ridiculous. A cute outfit. Who does your nose? Just kidding.
You can save her in Atari Jungle Hunt, just like the
I don't want
classic. Fight man-eating crocodiles. Dodge deadly boulders.
Video games for
wouldn't you rather
fucking
order
terrible.
Outsmart hungry headhunters.
I'm sorry for anyone who had to grow up with
place. Hi, Jungle Hunt. Please, hurry.
Jungle Hunt, new from Atari.
Nightmares. They have a way of coming back. First you have one, then another. And before you can scream yourself awake, you find yourself plunging into a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Yes, it's your favorite bad dream, once again slashing its way into the hearts of America with...
Hold it right there, Squidlets. If you think I'm gonna settle for just another sleazeball video promotion, you must be dreaming. Show some respect, buddy. This ain't your average drive-in movie schlock we got here. Nightmare 3 scared up $25 million in its first 2 weeks in release. The total grosses, so to speak, are now over 40 million. It scored the biggest opening for any independent film ever. Why? Why, you ask?
I love...
Krueger. That's why, sucker.
I love these video promotions where they have to be in character but also selling you stuff. It's so fucking great.
Nightmare 1, 120,000 units. Nightmare 2, 180,000 units.
Yeah.
Together, these two hits spent over 50 weeks on Billboard's rental charts. And for the past 2 summers, Freddy's Nightmares have been the nation's top video rental titles. Now, it's Freddy's 3rd time around, and he's all set to claw his way beyond the 200,000 mark.
Only 200,000? Wake up and smell the coffee, bud. It's gotta be a lot more than 200,000. You see, I have right here my own special sales incentive plan.
TV clips ready?
Okay, enough about my persuasive
I'm so not scared of him. I love him.
America's insatiable Freddy fetish.
Right.
I do
with the
have
release
one
of
of
Nightmare
those.
3, Freddy's slashed his way to the top. He's a media phenomenon with featured appearances on TV shows across the country.
It's the biggest nightmare ever, but nobody's going to lose sleep over this one. Well, maybe the makers of Platoon, because for the very first time in history, a small independent film has swept the weekend box office grosses.
And the top money-making film this past weekend is Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors with $8.8 million in ticket revenues.
The #1 movie in the country last week. In Syracuse, they called in the mounted police to control the crowds at theaters.
So
Out in Los Angeles, they chanted Freddy.
And guest spots on such nationally broadcast hits as Good Morning America and The Late Show with Joan Rivers.
My first guest has become a real cult figure for his slimy portrayal of Freddy Krueger with his razor-edge glow. I know. For those of you who don't know who we're talking about, here is a picture. This is his third. Can you get this on channel? Okay. This is his third film now called Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the third one. The movie is just open, and it's a blockbuster. They made $30 million in 1 week alone. That's you telling me, woo-woo. Will you please welcome Rich Robert England, all right? The worst.
Don't Don't leave home without it.
This is the one I use.
I do all the work. And look who sponges up all the strokes. That spineless crustacean of an actor, Robert Englund.
That's rude.
Go on, Bobby. Schmooze with Joan, baby. What do I care? I've got a hit video on MTV.
What a wild time to be alive. All of this stuff is just going on regularly.
From talk shows
Who's
to
a dream warrior out there?
Tidal wave of excitement building for the video premiere of Nightmare 3. The critics are hailing it as a terror triumph. The New York Times calls it remarkable. Terrific effects, says the Los Angeles Times. And Sneak Previews calls it a sequel that tops the original.
Critics? Nah, I've got them eaten out of my hand. But wait, there's more. And I ain't talking about a money-back slice-o-matic offer either. Check out the awesome in-store onslaught we've whipped up.
Right. Video
Can I
stores
eat
are in
those
for their
carrots off
biggest
the floor,
nightmare ever.
Freddy?
Beginning with Freddy's arrival on this ghastly in-store banner.
What a profile.
A traffic-stopping wall poster.
Colorful, huh?
He ruined it.
A hair-raising 3D poster for your special media light box.
Disgusting enough for you, huh?
Plus, Freddy's got a killer contest under his hat that's guaranteed to cause an Elm Street traffic jam in your store. Announcing Freddy's Be in My Nightmare sweepstakes. The grand prize, a once-in-a-lifetime chance to appear on screen with Freddy in the upcoming Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Let's do
We'll
it.
alert your customers to this fabulous promotion with spots on MTV and ads in prime youth market magazines like Rolling Stone, Us, Circus, and Fangoria. It's a Fright Fanatics dream come true. Yes. Ask your media representative about this limited time offer. Don't get caught sleeping. Wake up your profit picture with a feverishly anticipated video release of A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream.
Kruger, I'm gonna give people a nightmare they'll never forget. All of America is obsessed with getting their hands on Freddy. Well, just make sure you've got plenty of Freddy on hand.
Hello? Hello?